Hello YouTube, welcome on this fine day, and today we are going to have a look at Sythis Harvest Hand in Historic Brawl. This deck aims to win by playing a bunch of enchantments and just drawing a ton of cards while doing so. This specific deck is tuned to a bit to the meta. Like, I see a lot of Yawgmoth, I see a lot of Golos, like you can kill Kenrith with this, Oswald. Like, those are the matchups this deck is tuned towards. Yawgmoth is a bit of a tricky matchup, but the other decks are usually beaten by this version here. You could play some other hate pieces. Like, this deck is pretty decent at finding a specific card out of the deck, as long as it's an enchantment, because you can just tutor for enchantments. I'm not playing Rest in Peace because I didn't see too much graveyard hate. Other than that, like, the reason why it's so good against those decks is because we have, if you type cat activate, oops, yeah, there we go. Okay, we have a bunch of enchantments that just don't allow the opponent's commander to activate their abilities. Some of these also enchant planeswalkers like these two, and those enchantments are really, really good. Yeah, like, don't underestimate those. Also against Yawgmoth, a card that is really amazing. It's just good in general. Like, any one-mana enchantment is good in general, but a card that is especially fun against Yawgmoth is Shaper's Sanctuary, because you're drawing so many cards against that deck with Shaper's Sanctuary. It's amazing. We play cards like Azusa because if we draw so many cards, we can just make double land like triple land drops each turn, basically. Like, Enchantress Presence is the one enchantment that is basically our commander on a pure enchantment as well. So, like, if we need to tutor for card draw, we can just tutor this. Ancestral Mask also counts the opponent's enchantment, so keep that in mind if you want to swing for lethal. And we have one way to give our stuff trample and one way to give our stuff haste with not haste, lifelink, with the Rune of Sustenance and the Rune of Might respectively. Like, if we have a huge Trilasara, for example, because we get life whenever we play an enchantment with a commander, this just grows and grows and grows and scries, and it's just really good. Anyways, I hope you will enjoy the games, and see ya. We are ready to play against Giganta. And Sterling Grove is an all-star. I mean, Sterling Grove plus Ancestral Mask is kind of a non-bow, because Shroud doesn't allow us to put stuff on our own things, basically. But I feel like this is still decent. They play Mana Drop, I highly... Okay, they played Into the North, but if they had a Mana Drop, I would consider Swords to Plowshare it, because you know how they say, bolt the bird. Let's see. I think Sythis is safe to play here. And then next turn I can just play Mindstone plus Mystic and set up a large draw turn. I can Elspeth's Conquers Death, their Giganta, and hold up the God's Willing. I think I like that. Yep. See ya. And hopefully the second effect is also annoying for them. Usually whenever somebody played Giganta, it was like Shrines or something like that. So I hope they're just that, and then we can try to kill them. Sure. That's why we hold up the God's Willing. Do we need the land? No, we don't need the white specifically. Okay, there we go. Let's grab a green. Yep, you. And I think I will follow it up with the Sterling Grove. I can later on put an Ancestral Mask on the Archon, but Like for now, I really want to protect the Sythis. Ooh, I can Conclave Tribunal as well to draw a card, basically, and then get rid of the Paradise Druid. But they already have so much mana. Yeah, I can play it later for free anyways. Like if I play Mask and 2 other enchantments, then I have 3 creatures that I can tap this for and it's still effectively free. Okay, and let's try to kill them here, I guess. Let's put it on the Pegasus. Is there an enchantment that just kills them here? If I activate Sterling Growth, draw a card, that whole thing basically costs this, this, and this, and then I can... I could go for the other, not the Ancestral Mask. The 2 mana get +1/+1 for each, but I don't think that's good enough. I feel like I want to follow it up with a Tribunal here. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, and that changes things. Although, yeah, I'm going to demotion the Paradise Road here. Yep. Demotion on you. And we swing in for 13. Yeah, we wouldn't have had lethal here, I think. If there was like a double strike enchantment in green-white, we would have had lethal, but I mean, at that point, what is Wizards doing, right? Okay, what can they activate? I'm curious. Because they can't block here, right? Interesting. And the opponent just roped us for like 5 minutes, and we won. Good game. Next game against Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy. Let's see where this is going. And we have some nice tech card against Kinnan, so... like this is not good enough, yeah. If I had 1 green, that would have been maybe good. But that looks like this. I think I can't keep it as well. Elspeth. Could try to hard mulligan for certain cards, but I feel like I don't have to. Oh, I think I... oh, damn it, I got rid of the wrong land. I should have put a wig to the bottom, because now I can't double spell. Although I can double spell, right? But like I should have... I definitely put the wrong land to the bottom at the time. Oop. Okay, they play Dork, we Swords the Dork. Damn it. That is a bit unfortunate. Okay. We all up Swords the Plowshares. And now our stuff is uncounterable as well, so that's pretty great. Creatures and enchantments, and that's like most of our deck anyways. Oh, if you're doing that... he went to the combat step, and so now he can't float the mana in case he needs it. Okay, sure, that's totally fine. Yep. You produce green now. And then we baffling at the Kinnan. Great. Oh, and we drew the green source. Yes! Ultimate power! Okay. Swing in, and next turn there is the potential to just almost kill them, right? Yeah, we can just do so much damage with the Ancestral Mask here. Okay, buckle up. One, two, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna do it like this. Could also go with the Oracle here, but no, that's too risky. Doesn't even work in the first place, I think. What do I put this on? Could put it on the Squirrel. Sure. Yep. Here's the thing. I feel like if I Unbridled Growth here, like I don't have the mana for the Alseid up, and I really want to have that. And if I actually use the Alseid, I can use the other mana to bounce the Squirrel Sanctuary, so I'm fine. Kitten, probably? Kogla, okay, sure. Yep, no matter what, yeah. And I'm giving you protection from green, so I can block this. But most likely they will just stay back. Okay, we start out with the Unbridled Growth, I believe. And then also just draw another card. 1 mana draw 2 is pretty good, not gonna lie. Yep, ECD the Kogla because that's a really annoying card for us. And they don't like what they see, GG. We are ready to play against Marvel the Nurturer. And we have some... yeah, a lot of commanders have activated abilities these days. Oh, I really... if this had a white source, this hand would have been absolutely amazing. Right, because this is so good against a lot of commanders. It's... goodbye, good hand. Oh, what is this? What is this? Yeah, I guess we keep this. Sure. Maybe this. Yeah. Because then we just play this tapped on turn 1. And this gives us a bit more green, so we spread our colors more evenly. Sure, Pelt Collector. Now play Mox first. Let's draw a ton of cards next turn. Also, when they about to, like, if they get to 3 mana and play Marwyn, we likely have the mana to just Elspeth Conqueror's Death it, which is pretty great. Yep, sure. They reveal an elf. And no blocks for us. Death Touch is a bit annoying. A bit really annoying right now. Also, if I equip the mask, attack in, and give this protection on green, the mask falls off. That's really annoying. So green. Yep. You. Ooh. Can't block. And I think I'll give this trample. And then I set up a huge kill turn. Yep. Would have been nice if this was a white source. Would have been really nice. Sure, Marwyn comes down. They attack with the 3/3 Death Toucher, I presume. Yep, we won't block, and that gives us the room we want here, because now we can just pop off with Ancestral Mask as well. 1, 2, 3. And yup. And I believe we're just going to do this. I think I tapped it a bit wrong, because now I don't have the protection up, but I don't think it matters. Has trample. Yup. Doesn't look too great for the opponent. Not gonna lie. Also, this can give enchantments protection, right? Yeah, which is it is actually relevant in some cases. When you have like a value enchantment on the board, like the Enchantress Presence, you can just protect it with the Alseid. It's really good. Okay. Yep, and they scoop it up. Yep, they see the writing on the wall. GG. The first sliver. Let's go. Reprobation is really good against the first sliver, by the way. I think I'm gonna keep this hand because this fixes our mana, and Reprobation is just so good. It's really nasty. If we draw white, that would be amazing, but I don't have to here. So now that we didn't draw the white source, let's think. If I had a land here, that would have been really nice. I feel like Dryad just fixing our mana is just really good. If I draw land, I can just go Sythis into Alseid. And they know that we don't have more land drops in hand, so they know like if they kill us, they lock us out of white. Okay, sure. Let's go. And I could have played the Cobra first and then into Sythis, but I feel like I value the card draw more right now, because if I... Yes, exactly. If I like just draw lands, that's pretty great. I'm bolting myself here just to keep up the Alseid. I can swing in here. Get in the 2 damage. Now they will. They can't even play the first sliver. Like the Herald's Horn is great in sliver decks, and I would play it as well, but it just doesn't accelerate to first sliver, which is really annoying. Yep, laid back as well. None of these are relevant, right? No. Okay. Where do we want to start with this? Again, the Reprobation is kind of for the first sliver. Let's draw a card here. Okay. And then we can... I'd rather activate the Goose than play a Sousa, because we have land drops for days anyways, and I really want to keep up the Alseid. Any enchantment that tutors for an enchantment is pretty great right now. Because I think I would go for the maybe a draw engine, maybe Cathars Crusade. They don't have anything in graveyard right now, but oh boy, they're not going to be happy about this one. I'm not missing anything, right? This is only when they're Hellbent, and Hellbent is when they have no cards in hand. Also, this doesn't hit creatures. Yeah. Sure. Oh boy. Yeah, let's do this first. And then Reprobation the first sliver. And let's put a counter on... Let's put a counter on this lifelinker here. And then just pass the turn while we have Gilded Goose up, because we got a food last turn, which is pretty great. Also, starting next turn, we have Heroic Intervention up, and I think then it's going to get south. In this matchup, I like if we just swing in and they like swing in for a bit, they block with the commander, they can replay the commander. I think that's the losing line of play. We can just one-shot them basically. Oh wow, that's great with Cascade. Sure, Mana Weft Sliver. I think that's some really cool tech. I wonder. Like I think the next deck is going to be the first sliver. And tell me what you think about this tech. I'm curious to see if this is worth it or not. Oh baby, let's. Huh. I feel like just Sigil. Just put on the pressure straight up. Like no bullshit basically. And then we can... We could Enchanter. I didn't have anything to remove about last turn, but still. I feel like... I feel like a board wipe in Sliver is not the right way to play the Slivers, but just to be extra sure, you will never know, right? Yeah, as I thought, because like I don't see us winning, like we win even harder, but I think we win either way with the Satyr Enchanter. But like the way we lose this is with the board wipe, and this is playing around the board wipe. GG. We are ready to play against Tatiova, Benthic Druid. Simic Landfall. I think this is a bit awkward. Starting with the tap land and having Lallana Elves, but I still think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We really want to have a bit more white mana here, because the Conviction just eats up a bunch of white to play bounce, play bounce, play bounce. But other than that, I think it's decent. I'm also not playing Once Upon a Time in this deck because I'm very, very low on creatures. I have like 19 actual creatures. So, kind of not worth it in my opinion. They go up to 4 mana. Migration Path, yep, the expected line of play, and that's really good. If they have like an Into the North as well to go with it, that's just amazing ramp. Really, really good value. Let's see. Double green and Immersion Sequence. Same deal. That's awesome. That is a trade I am slightly considering, but not really. I feel like I want the Conclave for their commander, not sure. I feel like I really just want to play elves to get the mana in. And then, yep, leather armor, put that on the commander, and then just sit back. Yeah, because I can get in for 1, but then they can swing with the Cobra, and it's like a... Okay, they play the commander, they draw 1 card exactly. Hopefully. Well, they have 4 mana, so no 3 mana, but yeah, likely they're going to just... Yep. Seems about right. And they can even... Wow! This is amazing. Oh, they don't have a land. Oh, that's really great for us. Okay. Okay. I can start with a Conviction here on Sythis. Sure. Oh, my lord. Reprobation. I was about to Conclave Tribunal, but Reprobation is even more amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Just pass turn. I'm not attacking them, otherwise they can block, put it back in the command zone, play it again. But this is just so backbreaking. Reverse Rebuke. Wow. Hand, yes. Okay. Do they have another land? Yes, they do. I have to start up the next turn with like Sythis. Yeah, the next turn is likely going to be Sythis, Reprobation, Line of Elves. Seems about right. So, Sythis, Reprobation, Line of Elves to just get in that juicy mana. Discard 2 cards. First, I feel like I'm not activating the desert in this matchup. Like, this is not amazing in the deck, but at the same time the cost is so low that why the hell not, right? Okay, they get Field of the Dead. Now the plan is to make a bigger board than theirs, and that's pretty achievable with Cathars Crusade, not gonna lie. I just need to get the creatures, basically. Beanstalk, ooh, this is scary. Okay, can I get in? Sure. This this is not looking great. The Conclave Tribunal can help though, but we still need to like Tribunal, then Chump, and so let's start with a Shaper's Sanctuary. More land is not what we need right now. Conviction on Sythis. And then we just try Unal. And get rid of you. And we have to jump the beanstalk here. 4. No, we're dead anyways, right? Wait, no, are we? 11. We are very dead. Good game, opponent, and they crater of us. Damn, that one River's Rebuke turn was amazing. GG. Next game against Nikabolos Dragon God. And in this matchup, Unbridled Growth is really amazing. Or Shaper's Sanctuary. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And I want to play this on turn 1. Because I feel like if they are going to remove Sythis and then it's just drawing us a card. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, if we play this, then we can next turn Sythis hold up God's Willing. And if they remove this, kind of did its job, right? Yep, Sythis. And now we're really good to go, honestly. Chromatic Lantern. Yeah. The good thing is Detention Vortex can be put on Chromatic Lantern, so we can force them. Chant non-land permanent, can't attack or block, and that can't be activated, so they also not mana abilities, so yep. Let's block their mana a bit. And now dry it, draw a card, and hold up mana for God's Willing. Beautiful. So next turn, I think they will activate the Detention Vortex. The only is a sorcery, which is also really great. That's reasonable. They didn't like what we did to them. GG. Ready to play against God Eternal Kefnet. Extra turns, most likely. This hand is okay. I feel like a Paladin class is good against their counter spells. Like, they go first, so they can actually counter the Sythis. Like, the goal is to get Sythis on board. Like, if it's likely going to stick, but getting it onto the board is a challenge, so currently searching for something like Paladin class. Like, all of these hands are fine, but I feel like I can just be a bit more aggressive here. Do like the leather armor. I feel like I don't need the signet. Nessian Wanderer is decent. Sure, leather armor. Spell Pierce? Spectral Satyr, okay. If they keep mana up, okay, they don't. Perfect. I wasn't going to say if they keep mana up, I'm just going to drop a Wanderer. Ooh, yes, a Wanderer. Still, like the dangerous counter spells here, not bounce spells, especially if there is a leather armor on this. So remember, I can't just Ancestral Mask after the Unbridled Growth, but I still think it's decent. Like, it's funny that whenever I have this, I also have the mask. But trust me, it's worth to play both. I could just mask and kill the Jays. Also, mask is counting their enchantments, so like, yeah, it's basically a 5/7 at this point. Yeah, seems worth it. Mask, kill Jace. And that interaction came in handy, not gonna lie. And if they just tap out for the commander, they are in huge trouble. Just huge trouble. Okay, they didn't tap out for the commander, which is highly reasonable, not gonna lie. Sure, I'm attacking in, and I'm keeping up the heroic intervention here. I really want that protection. Oh wow, they just want to draw the card of the Spectral Sailor. Sure. I mean, maybe they just didn't feel like countering the Nessian Wanderer, which is totally reasonable. Commander? No, they don't. It's whenever an enchantment enters, right? I feel like it's not going to enter though. Banishing Light, maybe it works. I guess it won't. I should have kept up the green. So that was my bad. Into the Royal, sure. Hand. Unlucky. Unlucky. I mean, arguably misplay, I just wasn't patient enough, but I didn't feel like waiting today. Okay. And let's start with... I'm playing Sythis because they know about Sythis, and also if Sythis gets countered, Also, if Sythis gets countered, it comes back to the command zone. I really would have loved to get a land eventually there, and in the whole pile, basically. I'm putting a Rune of Sustenance on this just to make my land drops. Like, I could play the Lotus Cobra, but... Oh yeah, that's still an amazing land, because we're not going to drop any other lands. And now we can go for, like, a Lotus Cobra next turn, Fabled Passage, Plains, Lotus Cobra is effectively free. Just really good all around. Sure. Lotus Cobra. Ooh, Detention Vortex. I mean, that doesn't prevent anything from the cabinet, really. I'm just saying. Green. And then grab a white. Well, a green and then... Oh no. Yeah, grab a green here and then a white from this. Sure, let this get countered. This is fine, and then I try to resolve the Stirring Growth. Ooh, that would be amazing. Please. Please, please, please. Pretty please. I'm saying please this time. Okay. Sure. And I feel like they have a negate. So I'm going to wait with this. I feel like a Stirring Growth is a bit more important than Enchantress Presence. And I feel like I want to hold up the Heroic Intervention. So if they have a negate, I can just Presence, Stirring Growth, and just be really annoying. Sure, Magic Mirror. They're about to draw a million cards though. And a white. Presence. What are you going to do, opponent? If they don't counter this, okay. Oh, it's go time, guys. It's absolute go time. Oh yes, and we can't even exile their commander. It's really annoying. Should have waited on my land drop as well, apparently. Nah, that's fine. I'm just keeping up. Heroic. Yep, get rid of you. Goes back to the command zone. It's fine. I know I could have also not grabbed anything more in Warrior and then I didn't need to discard, but I feel like I want to get lands out of my deck because I'm getting enough lands into my hand anyway, so I don't want to draw them. Sure, get rid of you. Like those, like the damage from this won't matter, and I feel like the flexibility and colors is really valuable. They're about to draw 7 million cards. It's fine. Okay, let's start with you. At this, let's see. Sure. Nettle Cyst. Guess I can also draw a card of this basically, just cycle it, draw 2. Effectively 3. Oh, 2. And then if I just re-equip this onto, say, the Wanderer, sure. Swinging for a bunch. What are you going to do? I could have put a Kenrith transformation on the gem token to keep it alive. Okay, that's decent. Heroic intervention, keeping you around. Arguably I shouldn't have done that, because now Agent of Treachery gets me. Kinda, not too much though. No it doesn't, because Sterling Growth. Sterling Growth is beautiful. But again, like, this going to the command zone is not too bad. I can replay it again, draw a card, and I eventually win. Sure. Emira's Call seems pretty decent next turn. Gives everything indestructible, we can just swing in. Pretty good. I'm not going to sacrifice the Sterling Growth like ever in this matchup, honestly. Let's see. Let's start with you. Could, like, elk one of these guys. I feel like I don't need to. I could elk my own goose and effectively draw one more card because of the Season of Growth. I think I like that. And then finish it up with a Emira's Call. Yeah, I have enough mana to do that. Wow, that's a lot of card draw. Emira's Call, go! What are you going to do, opponent? Counterspell. Reasonable. Do I even attack here? If I swing in, they will double block this most likely. But it's just a Nettle Cyst, right? So I can just re-equip it later on. Oh no, double blocking doesn't even kill it. True, true. They draw a ton of cards here. If they put their triggers on their stack correctly, they then activate in response, they can just draw first with this and then the additional cost of the magic mirror. Yeah, I feel like this is good enough. 1, 2, 3. I have already drawn 40 cards, which is a ton. a ton. Oh, they wanna use the midnight clock in the next turn, I see. I think that's reasonable. There's the Cathars again. Any enchantment that gives me... I could tutor for the trample enchantment with this, but... Am I just going to die to extra turns now? I do have a bunch of life stocked up, so... Like, one more extra turn doesn't kill me, but with 2 more it's getting spicy here. Could have done some big damage to them, sacrificing their growth, getting trampled, but I don't think this was the correct play. Gotta be honest, and I still don't think it is the correct play. But this attack tells me that they don't have an extra turn here. Otherwise they would have attacked with everything in there, right? So that's really good for us. Yeah, we just need the trample enchantment. Trapped in the tower can finally hit something. Stand game, sure. That's interesting. Okay. Is this in the graveyard? Yeah, that's in the graveyard. Basically, can do whatever the hell we want to do. And I think I want to start with drawing 2 cards for 1 mana. Oh, that's pretty good. That gets rid of the shark. No, it doesn't. Because it's just not here. Whoops. I mean, nothing that we could have done. It may reveal. Oh, so I just should have said no, I guess. Trapped in the tower onto the... I have a 1 mana bounce, but I'm going to be so sad. Can also just put this onto its shroud, so I can't target it. No, they don't. They can't have a 1 mana bounce spell here because this has a leather armor on it. Okay. Starting grove. Put trample on top. Where are you? Where are you? Rune of Might. Trapped in the tower on you. And we put the rune on the nettle cyst because it can be put on equipments. Right. Oh, and before that happens, we can also just Destiny Spinner and make it uncomfortable. I like it. Oh yes, and that gets rid of the shark. Beautiful. Scry 1, no. And then put this onto the nettle cyst. Conclave Tribunal is effectively free. Oh, we can now give it a protection. That makes everything a bit easier, but I feel like I can just keep up the protection. Like, it's still enough damage, right? Yes, it is. So I'm not doing that, I think. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then... Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is good game. Yes. GG. We are done with the games. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did, and this deck is a blast to play. You play enchantments, you draw cards, you have fun. What's there more to say? The thing is, like I didn't got to show like the Sigil of the Empty Throne, Cathars Crusade, Felidar Retreat, Holy Trinity of bullshittery that can go on. Archon of Sun's Grace also can just put a ton of creatures into play, but I'm really enjoying this like low to the ground playstyle. I do play Starfield Mystic. There's a 3-mana version of this that also reduces enchantment cost, but I feel like 3 mana is a bit too much for this kind of effect, so I'm sticking with the 2-mana version. And like a lot of my enchantments are 1 mana anyways, right? So yeah, pretty good overall. Tell me what cards you would add. Also, I'm just a bit sad that I didn't get to like play Sanctum Weaver and have it pop off, but oh well, what you gonna do? See you in the next video. Goodbye.